Hey, did you miss me? Right, this is going to be sort of a short video really. I'm just easing myself back in. But first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the well wishes that I've had in the comments section. People inquiring about my welfare. As you know, week before last we had COVID in the house. I've got to admit, I thought I'd dodged a bullet, because in the first week my partner got it quite bad, but I seemed to be sort of COVID free, and then Friday before last it poleaxed me. Now, of course, the current variants that are going around are very mild compared to the original COVID-19. And I was in fact only sort of ill for a couple of days. I started off on the Friday with really severe lower abdominal pains, which disappeared in the evening, and I thought that was it, and then the next morning I felt like somebody had run me over with a steamroller. I'd describe it as a typical sort of flu really. Now, what I wasn't prepared for was the sort of PostCurvage Syndrome, and this is the reason I didn't put out any videos last week. Sort of a constant debilitating fatigue, dizziness, and what I can only describe as a brain fog. This last week I found it really difficult, in fact almost impossible, to concentrate on making videos. Normally I'm sort of working on at least 2 projects at a time in my head, rehearsing dialogue, etc. And I've just found that absolutely impossible last week. I'm still struggling now, but obviously this week it's time to just sort of put that behind me and try and get on with making videos, which is what I'm doing today. Now, one major spanner in the works last week is I was due to take delivery of the new channel bike, but the retailer was unwilling to deliver it while I was testing positive for COVID, which I suppose is understandable. So that bike didn't arrive until yesterday, but I suppose what I ought to explain is, in order to make way for it, the Continental GT has now gone. As you were aware, last year the Continental GT was a sort of a stopgap motorcycle for the channel. COVID had delayed a lot of new models coming out. There wasn't an awful lot of choice, but some people had expressed an interest in the Continental GT. It's not a bike that I really clicked with, but I made it clear from the start that it wasn't my first choice. A brilliant bike in all ways, but just not for me. Now, I am very excited about the new bike. All we need is a bit of decent weather now. Just looking at this footage, this was shot at the same time last year. Yet by contrast, this year it's very wet and wintry. In fact, we've had quite a bit of snow over the last week. I'm not going to say what the new bike is, although I think a lot of you know already. And I'll be honest, I haven't even had a chance to ride it yet. I didn't feel well yesterday when it arrived, and the weather's terrible. So bear with me on that one. What I can guarantee is that I've got some great content lined up with it for you for this year. So stay tuned, normal service will be resumed as soon as possible, and by hook or by crook I will be back on Friday, where maybe I can do the new bike reveal. So if you don't want to miss that, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be informed whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for bearing with me, and I will see you soon.